Genesis, Indiana.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. Do so in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shad. It's your boy, Padatas of War, Genesis Israelites, Genesis, Indiana. You already know what it is, man, with another lesson, man. Another lesson, man. Another powerful lesson. Um, Today we just going into, you know, brothers knowing they role. Everybody, everybody's not going to be a teacher. Everybody's not going to have the same role in this thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to know when it's time to, jump into this position, when it's time to jump into that position and be fine with it. You know what I'm saying? It can't be where brothers is tripping about the fact that, oh, this brother, his role is much more heftier than mine. He got much more of a heavier role. No, I mean, like, your role matters too, and we're gonna go into it. We're gonna definitely go into it. So hopefully you're edified by this lesson that I put together. Again, I want to give all praise to the Most High God, Yahweh. Um, Also, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep putting out content, more videos, more edification to reach our people and continue to edify our people and build our people up. You know what I'm saying? We got Passover coming up, in the month. So, less than a month. Damn, well, no. What is it? What's that? Yeah, damn near about a month. Passover coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all getting y'all you make sure y'all getting right, man. Y'all doing what y'all need to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all make sure we fasting, make sure we praying, make sure we doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Any type of grudges you have, you need to get that fixed. You feel me? You know? So if you would like to join Genesis Israelites, hit the email deacon at genesis144.com. Deacon at genesis144.com if you would like to join Genesis Israelites. You feel me? We're definitely building, man. Like, each and every day, brothers are, flocking to the ministry. Shout out to Priest, shout out to Brother Assad, shout out to them. And shout out to all the brothers that's out here putting a brick in, man, within Genesis, within all the camps, man. Because, playing your role, man, that is a very intricate part of all these camps, man. Of brothers that are willing to play their role within their camp. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's share my screen, and we're gonna go into these precepts and really dive into it. So let's get it going. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share my entire screen. Allow. All right, there we go. Let's go to the first precept. I want to go to Proverbs 29. Let's go to Proverbs 29 and 18, the GNT. So, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18, the GNT. It says, "A nation without God's guidance is a nation without order. Happy are those who keep God's law." So, we're saying that a nation without God's guidance, without the guidance of the Most High, is a nation without order. We need to have that type of we need to have the guidance of the Most High, with basically at the forefront, man. We need that because a nation without that has no order. It's chaotic. You know what I'm saying? And you see how we are. A lot of our people are chaotic because they're not following the guidance that the Most High put out. You know what I'm saying? They're not following the leaders that he put out. They're not following the instructions that he gave us, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We're going after everything else. But notice it says, happy are those who keep God's laws. So it's a happy thing. Those that's keeping the laws of God are happy. You see what I'm saying? Happy are those who keep God's laws. Those people are going to be blessed. You feel me? So if we could just get majority of our people, hell, not even just majority, damn near all of our people on a board, with keeping the commandments of God and following the instructions of God, that would be a nation with order. But because we don't see that, it's a nation without order. You see what I'm saying? Because this nation is not being led by God's guidance, man. It's always like that though, man. You got majority of the people walking, going down the path of wickedness or whatever, and then you got a few like they say, a few good, a few good niggas. You know what I'm saying? You got a few good ones. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping the commandments, doing what they're supposed to do, living righteously. So, with that being said, let's continue. Let's go to what am I trying to say? Let's go to let's go to Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 3 and 15. So when you go to Jeremiah 3 and 15, it reads, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So he would give us pastors, basically people that would lead the flock. You know what I'm saying? Which would feed you with knowledge and understanding. And even right now, you see that happening. You see right now, people that are you know, that are built to teach, that are what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say something. You see people right now that are fit to teach. You know what I'm saying? Fit to teach, fit to lead. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping the commandments of God. They're walking in righteousness and stuff like that. And they're walking according to the heart of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're feeding you with knowledge and understanding. You're not seeing them up in these, just like you be up in these churches where the pastors is hooping and hollering, and the three messages they got every Sunday is Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Now, I don't have a problem with us talking about Yahweh Shah. I don't have a problem with that. But when you just making a repetitive motion and that's all you're saying, and you're not adding you're not breaking nothing down and actually going into something and really giving our people something to stand on, that's where there's a problem, huh? You know? And they're not giving our people nothing to stand on. You know? It's just a lot of, it's just a lot of Negroes dancing around, jumping around and all that crazy stuff, man. So let's continue. Let's go to Acts, because it says, I will give you pastors according to mine heart. So when you go to Acts 13 and 22, what did it say to Acts 13:22? And when he had removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king, to whom also he gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill all my will. So David was a man after the heart of the Most High. And it said, which shall fulfill all my will. Let's look at that word for will, man. Let's go there real quick. Which shall fulfill all my will. David was a man after the Most High heart. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was trying to go after the ways of the Most High. And that's how these leaders would be, man. These leaders would be leaders that would go after the heart of the Most High. And they would be after the heart of the Most High. And they would be seeking to fulfill his will. Let's look at this word for will. Let's play this up here. Thelema. So when you go down, it says what? For the biblical the biblical usage is what one wishes or has determined shall be done of the purpose of God to bless mankind through Christ, and what God wishes to be done by us, commands, precepts, will, choice, inclination, desire, pleasure. When you look at the definition, prolonged from G2309 says a determination, choice, specifically purpose, decree, or passively inclination, desire, pleasure, will. So something that he's desiring, his will, what he desire, what he wishes to be done. You see what I'm saying? Shall fulfill all his will. And let me ask you a question. So when we think about the will of God, think about walking in the will of God. What enables us to keep, to be able to actually walk in his ways and walk, basically keep his will? We would say what? The Holy Spirit, right? So with that being said, when you really think about it, let's go to First Corinthians. Let me go up here. Let me go back up. We're gonna go to First Corinthians 2. So when you go to First Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10, it says, "But God have revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, even the deep things of God." So we see that God has revealed these things, certain things to us through his Spirit. Because the Spirit is what's going to search all things. The Spirit is going to search the deep things of God because it's his Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And he has poured it out upon his people. Verse 11, "For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of God knoweth no man but the Spirit of God." So, for what? So, just like a man knoweth the things of himself, you know, the only thing that, like, the spirit of a man is gonna know the things of that man. You know what I'm saying? So, same thing with God. Even so, God knoweth no man but the Spirit of God. So, basically, what it's saying is that if you have the Spirit of God, you're going to be able to know certain things of God. You know what I'm saying? Just like it talks about, if a man has, the spirit of man knoweth the things of a man. So even so, the Spirit of God knows the things of God. You see what I'm saying? So these people, these leaders and stuff like that, that the Most High would give us, would be walking after His own heart, fulfilling His will. But what enables them to fulfill the will of the Most High? Walking with the Spirit, and walking with the Spirit. The Spirit knows the things of God. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna lead you and enable you to keep the will of the Father, to keep the commandments and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? But it basically works with you to do that. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's go to order, because, like, the thing is, with that being said, there is also a need for order, because when you really think about it, watch this. Let's go here. I want to go to First Chronicles 12 and 38. Okay, so this is First Chronicles 12 and 38. Let's look at some of these translations. Which one I want to look at? Let's look at this Young's literal translation right here. First Chronicles 12 and 38. It says, "All these are men of war, keeping rank. With a perfect heart, they have come to Hebron to cause David to reign over all Israel." So here we see all these men are men of war. They're keeping rank. You know, they're keeping rank. They're in order with a perfect heart. They have come to Hebron to cause David to reign over all Israel. They all came with one agenda, man. And that was for David to reign over all Israel. And also, all the rest of Israel are of one heart to cause David to reign. See what I'm saying? They were all locked in, man. And these were men that were keeping rank, man. They were in order. It's a need for us to be in order, man. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you got some brothers, they're not going to be on the level of the teachers. They're not going to be teaching. You know what I'm saying? You got some brothers that's going to be doing other things, but you have to be able to keep rank. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to be in order. You know what I'm saying? And we need to be coming together with one mind. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the camp I'm in right now, Genesis. We have one mind, man. We walking in one mind. You know what I'm saying? Walking in one mind. Brothers, every brother gotta know their role. You know what I'm saying? Within this camp. You know what I'm saying? Brothers gotta know what their role is. You know what I'm saying? Know what your role is. And if you don't know what your role is, find what your role is and capitalize off of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Give everything you got into that role, man. And it's just like the talents, man. You know what I'm saying? You got one talent, go get you some more talents, man. And keep doubling up, tripling up, quadrupling up, man. You feel me? Let's continue. Let's go First Corinthians. First Corinthians. I might have spelled that wrong. What is it? What am I looking for? First Corinthians. Oh, First Corinthians 1. That's what I'm looking for. I'm tripping. I'm like right here. So this is First Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that ye all speak the same thing, that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and the same judgment. So it's letting you know that there should be no divisions amongst us. We should be all speaking the same thing, perfectly joined together in the same mind, the same judgment. That's how we should be walking, man. That's how a camp should be moving. Where we all are walking in the same thing. We're all speaking the same thing. There's no divisions. You see, I'm perfectly joined together in the same mind, same judgment. That's how it should be. You know, we should be walking like that. We should be living like that. That's how we should be. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to question. We shouldn't have one brother over here doing his own thing. The brother over there, he's doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? This brother over here, man, I mean, shoot. Lord knows what this brother is doing, you know? It shouldn't be like that. It should be we all on the same thing, on the same type of time, no divisions, man. Perfectly joined in the same mind, the same judgment. That's how it should be, you know? Let's continue. Let's go to First Corinthians. First Corinthians 14 and 40. Let's go there. So when you read 1 Corinthians 14 and 40, it says, let all things be done decently and in order. It should be order to the way that we do things, man. Things should not be out of order. Like, we should not be moving out of order, man. We should be seeking to do things in order, man. Making sure that things are done right, man. You know? Like when we teaching, when we at camp and we're teaching and doing things like that, man. You know what I'm saying? If we should have a brother doing the camera duty, you know what I'm saying? Have a brother, you know, when a brother's reading and stuff like that, you know, we got a brother here reading, you know, might have another reader on the other side, you got the teacher in the middle, whatever. But everything should be moving in sync, man. You know what I'm saying? And not out of order, you know? The teacher, he's reading. It shouldn't be nobody else sitting up there reading, talking over him. When the teacher's out there breaking it down, it shouldn't be nobody else on the other side breaking it down too. While he breaking it down, that's just causing chaos and confusion. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no confusion when we're out here trying to, you know, we don't need no confusion when we're trying to walk in order, man. We should be walking in order as a people. You know? Let's go to Ephesians 4. Okay, so this is the book of Ephesians chapter 4. We're going to start at verse 11 and read on down for like a couple verses. Ephesians 4 and 11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers. So here we see he gave there to be apostles. There's going to be some people that's going to be apostles. There's going to be some prophets. There's going to be some evangelists, pastors, and teachers. But these are leaders. These are going to be the leaders within the camp, the people that's going to be out there teaching the word on the what am I trying to say? On the front line. These are going to be them, you know? I'm not sitting up there saying it's not going to be brothers in the camp that's going to basically what I'm saying is this. They're going to be on the front line. You feel me? These are going to be the people out there teaching, confounding people, you know, teaching and breaking it down. You feel me? Verse 12. For the perfecting of the saints. The whole purpose of him giving us these people were for the perfecting of the saints, that the saints will be able to walk in more perfection. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to remember in Matthew 5 and 48, Christ told us to be perfect as our Heavenly Father in heaven is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Be complete, lacking of nothing. And we have these prophets, these evangelists after the heart of the Most High, these apostles, these prophets, these pastors, these teachers, and they're sent to bring forth the perfecting of the saints for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ, to edify the body, to build the body, to increase the wisdom, man. to increase the wisdom within the body, to keep everybody coming to that perfected state, to that perfected form, man. Verse 13. Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, increasing in your knowledge, see, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. And that's the whole goal of us becoming that perfect being, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we continue to build and build and build and build and build. And it's true. Build and build and build, man. Allowing, watching the classes, man. Writing the precepts down, all these different things that we doing to build and build and build and build and build to get to where we need to be, man. You know, putting the commandments in action, not just sitting up there hearing about keeping the commandments, but actually putting it in action, verse 14, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about by every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. So all of this is for the sake of that we don't be getting tossed to and fro by every doctrine, man. We falling victim to every doctrine. Somebody you come up to camp, with a strange doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't have no roots, you ain't have no foundation. You know what I'm saying? He caught you in a dry season. You know what I'm saying? Caught you in a dry season and look at you now, like you following that damn doctrine, that silly doctrine, man. You a silly nigga following a silly doctrine now. like come on, man. Like we gotta continue to build in this, man. We can't be sitting up there just letting doctrines, roll through camp, and niggas is just flocking to them without testing them, but at the end of the day, look, everything is of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Everything is of the Most High at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga flocked to a silly doctrine, he was a silly nigga from the gate. That's just the reality of it. I'm just saying, man. It's real. Let's continue. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. Matter of fact, I want to do this in let's go to 1 Corinthians 12 in the NLT. We're going to start at verse 4. So there are different kinds of spiritual gifts, but the same Spirit is the source of them all. So here we see that there's different spiritual gifts, but it's the same Spirit. It's the same Spirit that's the source of all them gifts. You see what I'm saying? Verse 5, there are different kinds of service, but we serve the same Lord. So, everybody don't have the same service. You know what I'm saying? This brother might be doing something different than what that brother's doing, than what that brother's called to do. You know what I'm saying? But we still serve the same Lord. God works in different ways, but it's the same God who does the work in all of us. He works in different ways in some people, man. Some people are real good at making shorts. Some people real good at rapping. Some brothers is real good at different things, man. But it's the same God that works in all of us, man. Sometimes niggas be down. We down people for, well, nigga, that's all you do? Make shorts. Well, I mean, look, we gotta have somebody out here making shorts. That's what the people flocking to. We gotta have somebody making shorts. It's the same God who does the work in all of us, man. Don't belittle the man that make the shorts. Don't belittle him. Verse 7, a spiritual gift is given to each of us so we can help each other. So the whole purpose of you got a spiritual gift is to help each other. You know what I'm saying? To give a brother a word of wisdom. Matter of fact, I'm about to read that. Verse 8, to one person, the Spirit gives the ability to give wise advice. So you might have a brother that's real good with advice. You always go to him and he gives you this advice, this top level advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and give you advice that makes you feel a different type of way. Like, damn, bro. Every time I talk to you, it's something that you say, man, that makes me that like stays in my mind type stuff. You know what I'm saying? The Spirit might give an ability for a brother to give wise advice and be that type of brother, To another, the same Spirit gives a message of special knowledge. You got some brothers that's very, very, very knowledgeable. They know everything, man. Man, niggas know everything. They breaking down everything on the cereal box, the labels, everything going into all the ingredients, man, breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? They giving a breakdown on everything. These niggas got special knowledge on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? They know a lot, you know, a wealth of knowledge. You got brothers like that, man. The spirit gives them, it gives some people that, you know what I'm saying? Gives a message of knowledge, a special knowledge to some brothers. The same spirit gives great faith to another. You got some brothers, man, that is literally walking around homeless, ain't got nothing. Damn near, you know, damn near been shot. Like, man, I know y'all seen that video with Drake. He was up on stage at his concert, walking around with the bullet holes in his shirt, with the smoke coming out the back. You got some brothers walking around like that right now, man, with real bullet holes in the body. Real bullet holes in the body, man. You feel me? Real bullet holes in the body. Bullets that haven't been pulled out yet. You feel me? Walking around, man. But they got so much goddamn faith, man. They got the sock. They got the sock with the big toe hanging out, man. You know, with the shoe that's open, man. The shoe that's open and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But they got so much faith in the Lord. They got faith that the Lord is going to bless them with their next meal. They got so much faith, man. You got brothers that the spirit might give them that. You know, it just depends, man. The same spirit gives great faith to another, you know, and to someone else, the one spirit gives the gift of healing. You got some brothers that's real good with the herbs, real good with things that you should do as far as when it comes to the body, to, you know, to healing the body and stuff like that, man. You know, you got some brothers that's like that. He gives one person the power to perform miracles and another the ability to prophesy. Some people are real good with prophecy, man. You know, real good with prophecy. He gives someone else the ability to discern whether a message is from the spirit of God or from another spirit, and that's discernment. You know what I'm saying? To be able to be to have a discerning, to be able to discern different things. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good gift. You know. Still, another person is given the ability to speak in unknown languages. You know, while another is given the ability to interpret what is being said. So you have some people that's able to do these different things, man. It's just showing you, it's just basically going into all the different things that people are able to do. But it's the same spirit, you know? It's the same spirit. Verse 11, it is the one and only spirit who distributes all these gifts here. He alone decides which gift each person should have. So he's deciding, well, what's going to be the makeup of this person. It's almost like your my player mode. Like when you go into my player mode, how you want to build your my player, what attributes you want to give them. That's just kind of how it is, you know. Verse 12. The human body has many parts, but the many parts make up one whole body. So it is with the body of Christ. So just like the human body has many parts, that's the same thing with the body of Christ, you know. There's many parts that make up one whole body. Verse let's go. Some of us are Jews, some of us are Gentiles. Now, they're definitely trying to say that's dealing with the heathen. But you can't say that's dealing with the heathen, because look, let me show you. Because in verse, where is it at? Let me read it. When you actually read this in the KJV, First Corinthians 12:2, it says, "You know that you were." This say still pagans when you look at it in the NLT, but when you look at it when you look at it in the KJV, it literally tells you that ye were Gentiles, led away to dumb idols. That's what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up there like if ye were Gentiles, led away to dumb idols. Meaning, what made you a Gentile was because you was walking in dumb idols. You was sitting up there, you know, walking in idolatry. But we know that a Gentile, an actual Gentile, that's just, you know, whether he's a Moabite, whether he's an Edomite, he can't change his ethnicity. So this can't be talking about other nations because he can't change his ethnicity. He can't be a ye were Gentile because you are a Gentile, nigga, by flesh. You know, this says ye were Gentiles. And what made these people Gentiles, the Israelites, was when we started going into idolatry and going into the other nations' philosophies and all those different things. You see what I'm saying? So let's continue. Um, some are Gentiles, some are slaves, some are free, but we have all been baptized into one body by one spirit, and we all share the same spirit. So we've all been baptized into one body by one spirit, and we all share the same spirit. So, verse 14. Yes, the body has many different parts, not just one part. So, the body has many different parts, not just one, but many. You see, many different functions, man, not just one. If the foot says, I am not a part of the body because I am not a hand, that does not make it any less of a part of a body. That does not make it any less a part of the body. You see what I'm saying? If a foot, so it's literally telling you, like, if the foot be like, I am not a part of the body because I am not a hand. You're not going to, look, you're the foot. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be the hand. You're the foot. You're the foot for a reason. We need the foot, man. We need you to be able to, to be, we need to be able to cover ground with you, man. Moving. We need to be able to move. You know what I'm saying? We need our feet, Otherwise, we're going to be stationary, you know? You're significant. Your part in this thing is significant. Don't feel like your role because you're the foot. You got some niggas that's gonna be the foot in this thing, man. Got some niggas that's gonna be the stanky foot up in this thing. That's just the thing. That's just what it is. But don't feel like your part is less than anybody else's part, or you know what I'm saying, or don't shit on anybody else's part. You know what I'm saying? Verse 16. And if the ear says, I am not a part of the body because I am not an eye, would that make it less a part of the body? No, I don't make it less at all because we need our ears to hear. We need them brothers that's gonna keep an ear to the streets, man. An ear to pop culture, ear to the prophecies. We need those type of brothers, man. Just because you're not an eye, it don't mean it don't mean nothing. We need the ears, man. Verse 17. If the whole body were an eye, how would you hear? Or if the whole body were an ear, how would you smell anything? You see what I'm saying? We don't want the whole body to be an eye, man. That's just like, okay, that's just like you being in a camp where every nigga is doing the same thing. We all sound alike. We all doing the same thing. We all like, bro, you don't want that, bro. You don't want that because it's other functions, it's other different things that need to be done, man. You need a brother that's good with making the flyers. You need a brother that's good with the video editing. You need a brother that's good with the precepts. You need brothers that do everything. You don't need a camp where it's just all brothers that can just read precepts and nobody can teach. That's crazy. You feel me? Let's continue. Verse 18, but our bodies have many parts, and God has put each part just where he wants it. You see? How strange a body would be if it only had one part. That'd be crazy. Like I just was saying. Yes, there are many parts, but only one body. So there's many parts, but there's one body. We all make up this one body. And that's why I was going into those scriptures about us being on one accord. You know what I'm saying? It's a need for us to be on one accord within this. You see what I'm saying? Verse 21. The eye can never say to the hand, I don't need you. A nigga that's the eye can't sit up there and say to the hand, like, hey, I don't want you a part of this, man. No, we need the hand. The eye can never say to the head, I don't need you. We need the hand. The head can't say to the feet, I don't need you. No, we need the feet. In fact, some parts of the body that seem weakest and least important are actually the most necessary. So there's some parts, like a brother that's holding poles. That might, to people, they might feel like, oh, he ain't really doing shit. You know what I'm saying? He holding signs. You got brothers that hold signs or brothers that just hold posts. No, that's a very important part of a camp. We need brothers to hold the signs. We need brothers to be security. That's very important. And it's very necessary. Especially when brothers with these heathens are rolling up on us, trying to attack us. Because we done called you Edomite. We done called you the devil that the Bible speak of. So let's continue. Verse 23. And the parts we regard as less honorable are those we clothe with the greatest care. So we carefully protect those parts that should not be seen, while the more honorable parts do not require this special care. So God has put the body together such that has extra honor and care are given to those parts that have less dignity. This makes for harmony among the members so that all members care for each other. And that's how we should be. We all should be caring for each other. You know, all should be caring for each other, man. Looking at each other, looking at each other and preferring each other above ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We should all be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Moving in harmony. Now, verse 26, this is it. If one part suffers, all the parts suffer with it. And if one part is honored, all the parts are glad. So if one part suffering, guess what? We all suffer. One part honored, we all, we're all good. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be. So, with that being said, man, I hope you liked the video. I hope you share the video. I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you would like to join Genesis Israelites, again, hit Deacon at Genesis144.com. Deacon at Genesis144.com. But yeah, man, everybody play their role. I'm gonna give y'all a mighty shalom. It's your boy Padatas War again. Shalom, shalom, shalom.